What's up, guys?
Hi.
Nintendo! Let's talk Nintendo!
Manny Mel is here to talk Nintendo.
Yep.
Let me make it more specific for you. Let's talk Legend of Zelda.
Ah!
Right.
Yes.
But before we do go into Legend of Zelda, which I'd like to remind you is the launch title, which I think is pretty cool. Remember, they're releasing this for both the Switch and the Wii U, which I found kind of interesting because, like, I literally thought they ended production with Legend of Zelda.
They did.
It's like the production with the Wii U altogether.
They're recalling. I don't remember the headline, but I heard something about they're actually recalling Wii U units
Are they
in
really?
preparation for the Switch.
No, this is mine. This is my Wii. You back off. This is mine.
No. I mean, I think it's just from store shelves or something. Again, I didn't read the headline.
Okay, so here's my
so I
opinion
don't
on the
know
whole
the full
Legend of
deal,
Zelda
but-
actually coming out for both systems. I think it's a good idea, mainly because those who are really iffy about buying the Switch like right away, kind of like my husband and myself, it gives us a chance to play Zelda, but at the same time wait out and see how the Switch does actually, here.
Right, which they did a good job at building suspense. They literally were kind of like dodging the question, when's the release? When's the release?
Right.
Feeding the audience's mind all like, when's it gonna come out? When's it gonna come out? And then lo and behold, they actually answered that question. I think they kind of did that nice because I was like, so don't tell me this is going to be like the Wii U where you say you advertise it during the beginning of its lifetime and then don't even show it till the very end.
So I just realized something a little more important.
Yeah.
Nobody introduced themselves.
No, I said Manny Mel is here
Manny
to
Mel's
talk
there.
about
I said hi. That's actually my name.
Are you high? Hi. What's up, hi?
You high?
You high?
No, I'm Crypto Chicken. Hello, lovely people of the internet.
And I am Gillagun.
And I'm Etanes. Hello.
Oh, Gilligan's all alone on his little internet island.
At least I have a gun, though.
That is true. Okay. So,
A gun for when it gets
as
too
far
lonely.
as the conference went, I didn't see the whole thing. I got maybe an hour. I came in like maybe 52 minutes into the conference, so I didn't see everything. But from what I saw, I liked the fact that there wasn't like any fluff in between. It was just bam and bam and bam and bam. That was really impressive, and I enjoy things like that. They weren't trying to spew at anything. I respect that.
No puppets.
That would be Anima in the background if you hear him.
Respect indeed. But here's one thing that I had speculation on, but this just kind of confirmed it. I had heard rumor that there was going to be motion control on the Joy-Cons. I just wasn't sure if they were going to do it, but it looks like they're going forward with it. There's going to be motion control on both Joy-Cons.
Okay, no, I'm about to like ruin my entire reputation, what little one I have right now. I've always preferred console controllers, so it's not that I'm against them having motion. It just doesn't seem like something I would do. It's not something I would own personally.
For me, it's like you gave the motion controls a shot, and that's great. It worked really, really well for drawing in, non-hardcore gamers. The problem is your diehard Nintendo fans are now starving, just desperately wanting you guys to make a good game again. And that's not entirely fair, but
Yeah, I'd say not entirely fair generally because there are some great games that have come out. I will admit they have neglected some of their IPs, which I'll get into in a little bit because, oh my goodness,
Hey,
I could
Nintendo.
tell you about that.
Hey Nintendo,
But,
where's my Metroid?
bro, no,
Where's
you're not
F-Zero?
going in there. But trust me, I will fight for Nintendo, and I'll fight for Metroid. That's the Metroid.
I was a little
But here's the thing,
disappointed.
though, with the whole motion control. It did work for Wii Sports. You guys remember that game,
No,
right?
yeah, it did work for Wii Sports, and I can understand
Yeah.
how a lot of people would be into that kind of thing. But when it comes to my personal self, I wouldn't use it. I think my little cousins would use it more, mainly because I am a lazy piece of shit. So
Profanity, there are children listening.
Well, fuck.
kids, get out of here, leave. The moose. Scram. Okay, kids, children,
Well,
if you see Crypto Chicken, you know you should leave. But everybody who watches my channel knows that I curse like a
Alright.
sailor.
First of
What
all,
would your
yeah,
grandpa
you were the
be
one
saying?
who cursed first. Thank you.
Would you like me to just curse in ice cream flavors? Like, oh, French vanilla.
We're not
sure,
talking
for
about your
sure.
cousin
No,
Gavin or
wait,
whatever.
Etanes, didn't you say like your grandfather's a pastor or something?
Yeah, he doesn't watch my stuff. He can't hear me. Everything that happens in the room that I'm living in with my husband right now stays in this room. Understand that. Alright.
Right. But there's one more thing
He won't come up here.
Right. But there's one more thing, and this is actually kind of edging towards when you tuned in. One thing they were showing was, along with it, you know the little black screen that's used for motion control?
Yeah, I saw that.
It's also going to be used as a size and distance detector.
No, I saw that too, and I thought that was actually pretty impressive.
Right. And then, what was it? Because you guys remember how the Wii controller and how the Wii U pad, how it can sometimes make sound effects?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play with it a lot, and I kind of noticed the sound effects, but didn't really. But this one looks like it's going to, again, have that vibration thing, and then it's also going to be making sound effects.
Well, yeah, even the.
My concern is the vibration and the sound effects gonna drain the battery life even faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the 2.5 to 6 hours?
That's kind of a huge difference that makes me a little uncomfortable. Like, because that might depend on the game, it might depend on what systems you got running.
And it also depends how much you take care of that controller
Oh yeah, no,
and
definitely.
stuff. Because I've seen people on consoles have like the greatest controller out there, and they just don't take care of it, and it literally doesn't charge. Like it takes 4 hours to charge, but only runs off for like an hour.
Exactly.
Right. And one thing I noticed is with the whole sound effects, it kind of works out. Like sometimes when I'm like playing with my Wii and I have the TV on mute, then I can hear the remote and the sounds that it makes. But usually any sounds that the remote makes usually gets drained out by like whatever video game I'm playing, you know?
Yeah. No, I can see why a lot of people would enjoy that. But most of the Wii games I play, and Crypto Chicken can attest to this because he's done it for me. Fatal Frame, no. I don't want that vibrating every time that there's a ghost following me. I'll probably just be like screaming off the top of my lungs going, where is it?
Worst.
It's like the feeling of like when you're playing a game and it says you can't save because there's enemies nearby and you're like, where?
And they're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, where are they?
But what do you guys think about the return of the strap? The strap that comes with the motion control.
I can say that the strap has saved many controllers in my little cousin group. So I'm happy that they're keeping the strap, mainly because there are potentials of breaking it or just getting really angry or something and throwing it.
Alright, so
That's actually a question I have, Manny. So
Oh,
the pros, right? If you
yep,
break
or
one,
the Joy-Cons.
the Joy-Cons. If you break one of them, because two of them come in a pack, do you have to buy a whole pack or can you just buy one?
You know, that's a good question. I wouldn't really be able to tell just because I know that two are coming in the standard pack.
Right.
But I'm guessing for retail, what they'll probably do is they'll have like separate ones, almost like how you can buy like Wii remotes by themselves. Yep, and check this out. Looks like they're going to be making better use of this than the nunchuck.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I hated the nunchuck.
I love the nunchuck.
Nunchucks were okay.
I gotta have. It's gotta be big enough for both my hands, and it's gotta be big enough that I'm not afraid that I'm gonna press the buttons wrong. Just.
Oh, big enough, definitely. And then also, I always remember having the nunchuck and thinking it'd be really cool if these two things were wireless.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would be cool if it was wireless, but again, does it drain the battery life faster? Depending on the game you're playing. Like if I was playing Legend of Zelda, how long is that gonna last compared to if I was playing like Mario Kart, you know? Like is there a solid difference between battery life between those two games just because I'm playing?
And the thing about the nunchucks and the remotes is that PS4 and I think it was only PS4 that did it, had the rechargeable ones. Like you just had to plug it in with the cord and it starts recharging.
The controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about them?
Like Nintendo and Xbox had that one flaw. It's in order to charge it, you had to take out the battery and plug it
Yeah,
in.
that I hated using the Xbox. One of the reasons
So-
for that.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, this works, but is it going to be battery based or it's going to be USB plug-in
I think
based?
it's USB
Because
plug.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
USB.
so that's why I'm thinking like, yeah, it could work, but then at the same time, if they're going to put motion control, like arm movement and stuff, that's going to be the main problem. Is how are they going to be able to move when it's going to be charging?
Oh, that's a good problem. That's a
We'll have to find out. Maybe it'll be a problem. Maybe it won't. Is
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
It could be a problem. It can't not be.
I'm not saying it would be such a like a huge problem if, hey, it's low on battery, put it away for a few hours. But at the same time, I can see why people would definitely find it as a bummer, because if that's going to get in the way of gameplay,
Yeah.
I mean, like, how is it a bummer that you managed to turn a Nintendo console into a flail? This seems like a great idea to me.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that it would kind of suck if you had to stop playing for a few hours so your thing could charge.
Oh, I agree, absolutely.
Like maybe the cord is too short, or maybe the cord is getting in the way of them playing. You know what I mean?
Or if
Well-
you have somebody that has a set, like a recording setup where they have the game on top of the TV, and
Oh
you know,
yeah.
See, we're all worried about this, but then I feel the need to mention that the Steam, what is it, the Vive? Whatever, the Oculus Rift or whatever, one of the VR things, I actually played with one of those, and those things are corded. They have incredibly long cords, and you'd think they'd like get in the way. They do at the beginning, but then you kind of get used to them.
Which
Yeah.
is
So I think
fine.
that could be what happens
You gotta
here.
also understand that the Switch is sort of pointed towards all ages.
Oh, it's a learning curve. Gotcha. But all consoles at some point do have a learning curve.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just overreacting, but I can just see thousands of moms starting to try to sue Nintendo because their kid did something stupid and hit themselves in the face.
Right.
Sorry, kids. Sorry, kids. I don't mean.
That's-
I'm not saying that you, whoever's watching this in particular, is going to do this, but somewhere, at least 100
Somebody's
kids in
gonna
your,
do it.
100 kids in your town are gonna
Right.
do it at least once.
But speaking of hitting people in the face,
Oh.
did you guys see that trailer for their new IP, Arms?
I'm not entirely sure. I mean,
I did not know.
it's. I'm not too excited particularly about that. I think it's an interesting concept. But at the same time, it's not something I would play personally.
Right. The thing with Arms for me is, and this again kind of goes into, because in case you guys don't know, I strongly believe in old IPs. I believe rather than abandoning them, if you can incorporate them into a new thing. So I'm looking at Arms, and I'm thinking to myself, Punch-Out would actually be perfect to tie into this universe, you know? And not just that, but if you guys actually saw the Punch-Out controller for the NES, it looks very reminiscent of the control for the Switch.
The fact that they're incorporating old things is really cool and all, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be any better.
True.
But
But
question
remember
actually
how
about the motion sensor, actually, how fragile is it? Like, if you drop it once, is it going to mess everything up? You know what I mean?
Nintendo does not make weak consoles for the most part.
Oh yeah,
I
that
understand
3DS.
that, but the fact that they have motion sensors and the fact that I can like distance and stuff,
Because
exactly how. I'm just asking, like, if a 2-year-old got a hold on this, do I have to worry about it breaking and messing
I
up
mean,
the gameplay?
A 2-year-old can probably break anything.
I'll
But
find a way.
Except for a 2DS.
It's-
That's why they put the 2 on it.
it's called sticking it in their mouth.
yeah. No, I generally tend to trust Nintendo's durability when it comes to their consoles and what they make.
Okay.
I mean, ever since the
Because
old stories of the GameCube.
It might just because I have a 2-year-old cousin and I love him to death, and I'm constantly afraid he's gonna do something while he's with me by myself. So
Well,
I
and
need to
you
know.
you got to remember, Nintendo is more aids towards the younger kids. Not
Right.
older people. Like they're more aids towards from like
Are you
like
calling
10
me
and
old?
younger. We're all old at heart,
Dude.
but
We went to the same elementary school. Are you calling
I
me
know.
old?
I am.
both old.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
younger
you
than
are
you. I can
married,
call you old.
so isn't that what grown-ups do?
No. Grown-ups actually know how to pay bills and actually go to school and do like a full-time job without worrying about getting fired. No, no. I actually use the excuse my husband won't let me go in place of mom says no. That I'm like, oh, husband said I can't go.
Right. Oh, but guys, speaking of the games, so we got that, and then we also got what do they call it, 1-2 switch, which is once again face-to-face interaction before you instead of looking at the screen. Which I used to make a joke to my cousins when what was it like when me and my sister are playing. I'm like, yeah, we face each other when we hold the Wii remote and nunchuck, and then we just duke it out that way.
I'm scared that if I get it, I accidentally might punch somebody in the face for real. That would be the husband again in the background. Anima, just say hi.
I mean, think of it as couples therapy.
Okay, funny story. I actually just beat the crap out of my husband with a penguin. Like 2 hours ago.
Were you playing Smash Brothers? Did you pick King Dedede?
No, he accidentally hit me in the face with his elbow.
Accidentally.
No, it was literally an accident. I just overreacted and started beating him with a penguin.
A penguin and a dildo. What kind of stuff you got in the house?
No, it's a stuffed penguin, and I got a Monterey Bay Aquarium, and its name is Kevin.
I thought you were gonna say it was. I thought you were gonna say it was a penguin-shaped dildo. And
No,
I
that's
was
gross.
not
I'm
prepared.
not into that. No, gross.
I was gonna say what? Okay, what kind of penguin is it? Is it a wooden penguin?
No, it's a stuffed animal.
It's
No,
King
I
No, that's
collect
when you-
teddy bears.
No, that's why I was like, okay, what kind of penguin is it? Because you said penguin. I'm like, okay, there
It's
could
a
be like
penguin,
10
and
million.
his name is
There could
Kevin.
be 10. There could be 10 million things that a penguin can be made out of.
No.
It's King DDD, okay?
Yeah. His name is King Kev Kev.
Yep.
Well, then it'd be Kev.
Shush.
Okay, but guys. So along with ARMS, another thing that was released, and I know Etanes is super happy about this, is just as I predicted, Splatoon 2.
I'm so stoked. I'm hyped. Look at me. This is my hype voice. I'm so stoked. Ha!
Yep. Well, we got dual
That
pistols,
sounded so fake.
No,
a
I'm
paint
really excited.
cloud.
I know you are, but it still sounded fake.
I don't think I'd use the pistols. I think I'd just like to smash my fingers on the buttons until I'm afraid that they'll break and then beat them up more.
You're saying you get your controller and you just put your face on it and just smash your head into
Yes,
it.
I'm playing Katarina. That's exactly what I do.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah. But then, what was it? So
I don't
along with
remember-
Splatoon.
Manny, maybe you can answer this for me because I don't remember them saying this. Is Splatoon gonna have the online play?
Funny you should mention the online play because, yes, online will be there. But you know what's kind of interesting? They're saying online will be free for the first half of the year, and it's not going to be until the later half of the year where you got to start paying.
So
Okay, now that pisses me off.
wait,
So
are
it's
you
gonna be-
serious?
it's-
Nintendo's?
So wait, Nintendo is saying, and I'm saying this out loud now so Anima can hear and bitch. So Nintendo is saying that playing online will be free for the first couple of months, and then you have to pay for it.
Yes.
Why?
Are you
That's
serious?
stupid.
They
Why
got
would
Going
you
to
do
make
that?
money.
Okay, this was bad enough when PlayStation
When
started charging
PlayStation-
for online.
Yeah, I mean it was
I-
like what?
I love PS4. They do not have the best online
No, they
service,
do
though.
not.
It's
That's
getting
why I
better.
don't do online servers
But
on PS4. But
It's bad enough. Nintendo has way worse. Are they
Nintendo,
serious?
Nintendo's never. What? Why? What is?
But remember, they're beefing up their launch title of like games that are well known and enjoyed for that online experience. So you're paying for the quality.
But that's stupid. That'll just make the
Right,
quality
except I don't
lower for
trust
me.
Nintendo. I don't trust Nintendo to have an idea of what online quality means.
Exactly. That's what I would
That's
say.
why they got all these special developers. They got at least over 50 third-party developers
That doesn't
supporting them.
matter. If I gotta pay to go online, then I'd rather just do it solo.
It might be a very reasonable price. They haven't released the price point
It
yet.
doesn't matter. If I gotta play for online play, then I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. To interrupt here, what I'm seeing is that they're trying to go towards the route where like Warcraft 3 and like all the other MMOs are going, where you buy the game, you get a couple months to free try it, and stuff online, and then okay, here's your trial ends, and then now you have to pay.
That's stupid.
So that's
It's
what I'm
stupid.
saying, and I
No, I
agree.
get what you're saying.
I agree with you.
Logan.
It's stupid.
I just get what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
but I would think that Nintendo would not try to do that at all.
But again, like, see the games that Nintendo hasn't had that were super popular online that they're now getting.
No,
Like
I
Skyrim.
know. I get that.
Skyrim wasn't online.
No, it wasn't.
What? There's no online play for Skyrim?
No.
No,
Skyrim's
there has
a
never been
one-person-
online play
No,
for
there's never
Bethesda.
been no.
Well, there is the Elder Scrolls Online if we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about Bethesda
Oh, I'm sorry.
Online.
No, it's
Like-
Bethesda. How about you give us Elder Scrolls 6 already? Get off a Skyrim stick already. Come on. Give us
No,
something.
we all know Skyrim 2 is the next game.
Shut up. Silence. You shut your whore mouth.
Right.
No, I'm
Alright.
upset
My
now.
bad then. My bad. I misspoke on that one
No,
then.
I'm pissed.
But
Yeah.
don't you pay money anyways for the PlayStation, or was it you have a PS4?
I don't play online play because they want me to pay.
I pay for online PS4 simply because I don't have Xbox anymore, and I'm okay with paying for one service. If I had Xbox One and PS4, I'd probably choose Xbox One just because Xbox Live is a more reliable service, even if I hate the console.
I wouldn't do any of
I'm
it.
not paying for Nintendo service ever. They don't have good service. If they get good service, I will briefly consider it before still saying no, because they don't have the reputation to be able to pull off, yeah, we want you to pay for our online.
Well, then no.
That's absurdly stupid.
I'm sorry. I know a lot of people would do the pay to play, but I not me. No, I find that ridiculous.
And
Well-
it is just a way to get money, also.
Exactly. I mean, it's bad enough that I pay for League skins, okay? But that's as far as I go when it comes to online pay to play. That's as far as I go.
Don't you buy Platinum on Warframe too?
I didn't buy Platinum on Warframe.
Oh, okay.
That was Svenray. Svenray gave me Platinum to buy something.
Oh, okay.
What Svenray does with his own money is his own business. But for me to pay to play online, especially for Nintendo, come on.
Oh, by the way, guys, let me retract my statement about what was it, Punch-Out motion control for the NES.
Okay.
What I was looking at, I looked at it further. What somebody did back in the 80s, like kids, they used to kind of hack their Nintendo Entertainment System and actually customize it. And it was common for people to actually sometimes hack and then incorporate motion control.
I remember this. I didn't
Right.
do it. But
Right, I remember this was pretty popular with Pong. Like a lot of people got their hands on it, and sometimes they'd hack the Atari and then actually like use their remote control and try to use the sensors in the remote control to act as the sensors in like their video games. So what I saw was somebody who would customize their own controller for the video game.
So you think this is basically their way of saying you don't have to customize it, it's already done?
Right. You wish they had customizable parts like a PC.
Yeah, really.
Right. But you know what they do have? They got Super Mario Odyssey.
Okay, see, I'm not a huge Mario fan. I'm going to admit that right now.
Right. I'm not either. I think it gets
But
too much
I
love.
think if the Switch is successful, right, I'll play it. I'll totally play it.
Right.
I'll play
Gilligan, tell me this, being an everyday Joe like yourself, you saw the first world. Oh wait, you didn't see the first world. Never mind.
You didn't see it.
Okay, in the first world, they literally put Mario in realistic Times Square.
Okay, that's weird.
But it looked good.
Open world Times
It
Square.
looked. Okay, I could see it looked good, but like,
It did feel a little weird to me too.
yeah, it just seems
Jumping on
weird.
taxis and light poles and stuff, dude.
So what you're saying is they're making the Mario movie.
God, no.
Oh, please.
No, because Bowser's actually Bowser, not some weird ass human,
Yeah.
not Dennis Hopper.
That's what I'm saying. You could literally take that intro trailer, what I'm hearing, and make it into a movie trailer.
No. When they say realistic, no. It's not like realistic graphics or anything. It's like the city looks pretty real, but in
There's
terms
a
of
slight
like
cartoon
designs,
aesthetic
right?
to it, but it's definitely being ran on the Unreal Engine.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it looks really good.
I would play it.
Yeah, no, I'm interested in it. I kind of find it funny because first we have Sonic kind of stealing from Mario Galaxy with Sonic in the Lost World, and now we kind of have Mario stealing from Sonic with Sonic Unleashed, having been in the real world.
Take that.
So now they're just stealing from each other, and I think it's great.
But the thing is, I would take this over a live-action Sonic game, which Sony's planning on doing right now.
Come on, why?
I'm sorry.
You were
I spaced
just
out there.
getting
What?
you were just getting Sonic in gear with this new Sonic Project 2017, which looked interesting,
What are
and
we
Sonic
talking about?
Mania, which looks awesome.
I spaced out.
Some sort of like live action Sonic game or something.
Yeah, you heard about it? It's scheduled for release 2019.
Die.
Then we have a lot of time to dread.
Like
But that's a conversation for another
Look,
time.
look, I'm gonna say this now. I didn't really like Sonic. The only Sonic game I really think I absolutely enjoyed was probably Shadow.
I love Sonic. I'm super excited that we're
No,
getting
I'm not
a
saying I
Sonic
don't
game
like
coming.
Sonic, but out of all the Sonic games I played over my 23 years of existence, Shadow the Hedgehog was probably my favorite. That's just because I got to play Shadow, and I got a bunch of guns, and I got to kill things.
I can hear people screeching about how Sonic or Shadow the Hedgehog was an awful game, and to them I say, screw you. It was
I
actually
agree.
kind of fun.
I'm
I understand where it's coming from. Oh my god, it's so edgy. Yeah, kind of, but Shadow's like the only
Yeah.
interesting character
Yeah,
in Sonic the
Shadow is
Hedgehog
edgy.
most of the time.
Ooh,
I
wait.
would be more insulted if Shadow the Hedgehog game wasn't edgy.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did you guys see that one guy they had from Sega who was representing them? He literally just came out and said, the Nintendo Switch is challenging us, and we will strongly consider making games for it. You guys saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Strongly considered.
They
What does that say to you, Gilligan?
Huh?
What does that?
Sorry.
What does that say to you?
Messaging- Go.
What does that mean to you when you see somebody from Sega and they say, "Yeah, it's very interesting and software. It'll be a challenge to make, but we strongly will consider making games for it."
So
And
they
that's
haven't
pretty
even
much it.
decided if they're going to join in or not.
Of course.
With that, it's mainly a partnership because Nintendo and Sega are kind of partners, but not really. Like it could work, but it's like they have to get each other's back. But
Well, here's the thing. Do you think that that their reputation's gonna be okay if they decide not to join in?
All right.
I think
here's
it would be fine. It's just that
Or do you think they would have to
there's
fight
still going to be
back?
haters. There's still going to be people that are going to fight it and saying, "Oh no, why didn't you do this?" There's always those people, but they got to understand on a business perspective.
Yeah, that's true.
I need to cut in real quick and say I'm looking at the official Nintendo channel, and there's straight up a Sonic Mania official Nintendo Switch trailer.
Yes.
So they're putting Sonic Mania on the Switch.
See,
Whoops.
Sonic Mania and this new Sonic game that they're using to celebrate their 25th anniversary.
Yeah, which we still know nothing about, which is kind of sad because Project 2017 looked like it could have been interesting. might be like a kind of sequel to Generations, which would be good because Generations was really good.
Right, which, as I was telling you, Etanes, yeah, they're slowly leaking stuff that they didn't have time to put into the press conference onto their main page and their YouTube page. The only video that I saw so far would be the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, that's all I saw too.
Right.
But
which somebody's been like, Nintendo must be hacking our calls because didn't I say that the Splatoon characters would be excellent additions to the Mario Kart family?
I mean, it made perfect sense. It was one of it is. The weird thing is, wouldn't they have picked the Squid sisters? What is it, Callie and Marie Calamari? There we go. Yeah, those two.
They might as like a add-on or amiibo.
Or maybe
Pre-order bonus
flags. They were like, ready, set, go!
If you're like on the Splatoon map.
Yep. Which again, my one hatred with Nintendo or Mario Kart is I'd have liked it had they have branched out and just called it like Nintendo Kart and incorporated all of their IPs with their own individual carts. That way you don't just have Smash celebrating the legacy of past IPs, but you also have Nintendo Kart, which also celebrates the lives of past IPs.
Past IPs like F-Zero.
You know what I wish they really brought back is Double Dash.
I like Double Dash.
The problem is, from what I recall, Double Dash was controversial. A lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people did. I don't get it. I love Double Dash. I don't understand how you can't like it. It was a load of fun.
It's kind of a little split between Skyrim, though, because most people are like, oh, Skyrim's amazing, and then you have people like me who's like, eh.
And remember, they're banking on the love of Skyrim in order to help sell consoles because
like,
you think
how long
Skyrim
now?
is good.
How long has this been going on now for Skyrim?
Skyrim needs to die. Skyrim is the new 5.
I'm not saying that Skyrim needs to die. I'm just saying, yo.
No, I'm saying Skyrim needs to die. After the fucking Legendary Edition fiasco,
No, yeah, that's true.
and now they're giving screen time to it on the Nintendo Switch conference where they're supposed to be generating hype, not murdering themselves. Oh no,
You don't need to do that.
But wait, guys, speaking of revivals and things dying and coming to life, remember Fire Emerald? We're getting Fire Emerald Warrior.
Wait, Fire Emblem Warriors, you mean? I'm super hyped for that. Hyrule Warriors was awesome, and I love Fire Emblem. All I have to say is, if there is not a Sacred Stones DLC for that fucking game, I will go to Nintendo and I will burn them. I will burn all of them. I will burn them very hot.
Send them a PowerPoint. It catches their attention.
I will send them the biggest PowerPoint on why Joshua needs to be in this game.
I think I would love to watch you do that with a bunch of pop-ups.
Guys, we gotta talk all nice and good about Nintendo in case they decide to listen in on this video. Then they'll listen to our ideas, man.
Put in the DLC.
I mean,
Put it in. Put it in.
I'll pay for it. I don't care.
They're listening to us right now. They're tapping all the video and feeds to get an idea of what people want.
We want Sacred Stone. Yeah, we don't want Skyrim.
And we want Sacred Stone.
Yes, we
I'll
want
take a new
Sacred Stones to be
Metroid,
DLC for
Can
hardcore players.
Can we get a new Metroid, please, Nintendo?
No, you got Federation Force. You get Federation Force 2 on the Switch is what you get.
Okay, with my input is I wish more console games were more like kind of like Warframe like status, where if people don't know what Warframe is that it's a free game.
It's literally ninjas in space.
It's a free game. Oh no, not the concept, just the whole paying thing.
Yeah, it's free. The only thing you really need to pay for is like League of Legends. You only have to play for platinum, and that's to get.
Well, that's not fair. The difference is League of Legends, you generally only buy skins with money, though you can buy chance. Warframe,
you can buy like anything.
Yeah, you have to work pretty hard to get some of that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
if you have to grind for classes.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what I'm saying is Warframe, you don't have to really pay.
No, you don't.
You don't.
Yeah. You can still get platinum without paying. You can, trade stuff for platinum. That's what I really like about it, is that you don't have to pay to get platinum.
No, I agree. When it comes to Warframe,
that's why I wish more Yeah, I just
Hey,
wish
guys.
they would more gaming companies would just implement that.
What's up, Manny?
So, there's one thing that did kind of, was it throw me off, though?
Uh-oh.
One of the guys, he had somebody up on there. It looked like he was animatedly drawn, and it's something about some guy named Trevor.
Are you
That's No
talking-
More Heroes.
Who?
Wait, Trevor or Travis?
Something like that.
Travis Touchdown, No More Heroes 3. You were talking about Suda51.
Oh, no.
Okay.
That's what I assume you're referring to.
Yeah,
I
does
didn't.
anyone know what that is?
Okay, so the No More Heroes franchise is a. I don't even know how popular it is. It's decently
I know that my
popular.
brother and I
It's,
used to play it all the time when we were kids.
yeah, it's a series that's primarily come out on the Wii. In fact, I think the first two were only on the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. But anyhow, it's a decently popular series. I'm not surprised they're making No More Heroes 3.
He's the dude with the sword that can cut through almost anything, right?
Yeah, he's the one with the beam katana kind of thing that also likes to suplex people or something.
Oh, so he's like Nintendo's Dante.
Yeah, except, goofier.
Okay, a goofy version of Dante. I like
Yeah.
that.
You watch Space Dandy?
Yep.
There you go.
Perfect. Well, speaking of space, there's another one that's coming out, Xenoblade 2.
So hyped. Look.
That noise. That noise just summed up so many fangirls.
I'm not.
Yep.
I'm not a fangirl for any of the guys. I'm a fangirl for fucking the game. I'm excited. It looks
That's-
beautiful.
I didn't say you were a fangirl for any of the guys.
Good.
I didn't say they were a fangirl for any of the guys,
Just
except probably
fangirls
Shulk.
about over the game. Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of fangirls and
I know.
fantasies and all that
I know.
stuff, what about Final Fantasy 14 coming to the Switch?
Okay. I already.
Wait.
I can't play 14.
Oh, wait, 14 as in the MMO? Or am I thinking of a different one?
No, 14 is the MMO. Isn't that pay to play?
Yeah.
14 is pay to play.
Okay, then yeah.
Which fits in with the whole Nintendo saying you gotta pay to play online.
Well, that's just it. If you're gonna put a game, an MMO that's already pay to play, you're putting an extra cost on them to play on the Switch.
Yeah, except I think that's more just Square Enix, because Final Fantasy 14 is on the PS4, and it's pay-to-play on PS4.
No, I get that, but now correct me if I'm wrong, but if I gotta put another cost on something like that, I would just play it on the computer where I don't have to pay for another.
They're
Exactly.
banking on all the fangirls to buy it so they can get their fantasy version of the Backstreet Boys.
I wanted to play it,
Accurate.
and I was thinking about playing it because Zentensu, he's a friend of mine who I've known for years, he wanted me to join in. But I don't like pay to playing, so I would like to play, but I would feel gross. if I paid
I'm
to play.
praying. The only thing I can pray for is that it means that the game is moving towards free-to-play, which would be phenomenal.
If it moves to free to play, then yeah, Square Enix is gonna see a huge
So
uppy
with
up.
FF14 right now, what I'm seeing,
Oh,
you can get an entry standard for 30 days for $13 practically. You can have one character per server, and you can have a max of 8 characters.
Yep.
mm-hmm.
The standard 30 days is 15. You can have 8 characters per server, and a max of 40 characters. And then same thing is 90 days, $13.99, and 180 days, $12.99.
It's
Right.
still pay to play, ergo I won't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when I
it's-
saw the whole 8 players, I thought to myself, and I always said this out loud, goodbye, Ice Climbers. Because they ain't going to incorporate them into Smash unless it's an individual characters.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense when you have Rosalina and Luma running around.
Yeah. Wow, honey.
Yeah, I'm gonna oh man, I'm gonna miss them. But and I know this is super crazy or whatever, but I literally have no transition for this. I just want to get through my notes before Etanes decides to wrap up the video.
I'm
But
not
what do you
gonna
guys-
wrap it up anytime soon.
Okay, but what do you guys think of EA and their
Die. Die.
Vuvuzela, y'all?
Die. Die.
As soon as I heard the words Electronic Arts, I was like,
I
oh,
hate
good.
EA.
I
You
love
killed
EA.
the
I hate
conference. Good work,
Why?
Nintendo. Because they're a terrible company.
I agree. I don't like any other games.
You can say that about Konami, okay?
Yeah,
Not EA.
Konami's slightly worse than EA. You're right.
But I still prefer Konami games over EA.
Whoa! Konami's not even helping the Switch right now.
No, I get that, and that's going to be terrible business for them. Their only EA game, I think, right? Is Dead Space.
Terrible business for. I'm sorry to cut it. Terrible business for Konami. May I remind you of Metal Gear Survive? Can we just point at that real
That
quick?
is true. Metal Gear has survived. It is.
Continue.
It is the Twinkie.
But who we
The
need,
Swinky?
It's a Twinkie. They can survive.
who we need is Hideo Kojima and his new company,
Kojima, where you
Hideo.
He's making Death
Yeah, we need
Stranding,
some of his help.
which looks
now.
awesome.
Wait, say
If
that again?
really confusing. Death Stranding.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
And
Kojima, come
one
back.
thing
We
about-
miss you.
The one thing I really don't like about EA is I had problems with them because I had bought Battlefield 4 off of their site, and then it was the Battlefield 4, the first version. I forget which version it was, but it was one of the earlier versions. And then they are like, I was like, okay, I'm play this anymore because I'm bored. You know, I played other games, and I came back to it, say like, oh, let's get back into this. My game's gone. There's no proof of purchase or anything. So it's just like, oh well, I just lost, a $60 game. I messaged them, and they said, oh, we can't help you. I'm like,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
remember
so-
Mass Effect 3's ending? Yeah, neither do I.
Dude.
So you're saying?
Mass Effect coming to the Switch. What y'all think about that, though?
I didn't care about Mass Effect Andromeda from the first. Why would it matter what console it goes to?
Ouch.
I. I don't
She's
know.
struggling so hard.
Well, it's just that I'm not exactly completely hyped for Mass Effect, but it's not like I'm not gonna say no if somebody offers for me to play it. Oh, my husband's
yeah,
buying
no.
it, so apparently I have to be on board.
Ah.
Hooray!
Yeah, let me know if it's good or not. And by
Okay.
good or not, I mean let me know if it's not as awful as I expect it to be.
You could come
Right.
over. You should come over.
I'd come over to see if it's
Yeah, that's a thing.
playable.
That is
Which,
a thing.
guys, guys, one thing I was wondering is, what's this game that I'm hearing about? Project Octopath Traveler.
That's the one you were interested in.
I'm excited.
Now that
Yeah.
sounds like something that should have been a cover name for like Splatoon.
No. You don't touch
No?
Square Enix. That's my baby. And Gilligan can he can vouch for that. He's known me since we were kids.
Wait too long.
Wait, a little too long for people's liking, I'm pretty sure. But
Like the talent show.
shut up, silence. That was elementary school. I made lots of mistakes. You be quiet. Anyway, I'm
And
excited.
that's different from now how.
My hair is shorter? Question mark.
I didn't expect to get an answer, let alone that be the answer.
Okay.
Never
no,
question the hair. It's a sign of personal growth.
It is. Guys, boys that are listening out there, if a girl you like and broke up with has a new hair color, new hairstyle, forget about it. You're not getting back in that life. Anyway, back to this game.
She's a new woman.
Back to this game.
Well, okay, but alright, so yeah, there's that, which is an RPG, I believe,
It is an
correct?
RPG. One of the things I'm really interested about is their art style, because their trailer looked phenomenal. And my husband was geeking about it with me when we were watching it, actually. I've always been a huge fan of RPGs, so when Square Enix says, hey, we got a new one coming out, I go, ooh, hooray. I'm excited. Um, their title definitely a little on the side of what was the name of that game again? But
Project Octa Traveler, Paths of
Octopath
Destiny
yeah, that
Unleashed.
yeah. See, so like a name like that, I'm probably gonna forget later on until it gets closer to the date. I'll be like, oh, you know that one game. Other than that, because they just showed like a little bit of snippet. I can't
So
exactly
what
say
you're
anything.
so what you're saying is what old moms do when their kids want a shooting game. They go like, you know, the one shooting game, you know, that you can shoot people.
Well, yeah, but that's just it. My brother and I used to do that all the time, and my mom would be like, "Oh yeah, I know the one."
Yes, but I'm saying for the moms that don't
Yeah,
know, you
no,
know.
yeah, like you know the one shooting game. What the hell are you talking about, kid? And then they call up the cousins that know what he's talking about. Like, oh yeah, no, this is it.
Yeah.
It's more of the moms that go to the stores and
Yeah.
then they're trying to find the game. They ask the clerk, and they're like, "Well,
I'm just excited that a new RPG is coming out, and it's by. I love Square Enix. Like they have a very special place in my heart. So until I can see more clips of the game, all I can say is that I'm excited.
Which is fair, which is fair.
Why are you yelling at me, dude? Gilligan, why would you show me kittens?
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's a live stream."
Why did you post Kitten Academy in my? God damn you!
Right. But what do you guys think? And I think this was like what was it? Towards the end of their presentation, they showed a collage of video games that's supposed to be coming out. I think this might be coming to the virtual console. But I saw snippets of what looked to be Rayman, a Dragon Ball Z fighting
I
game,
saw
Just
Dragon Ball Z.
Dance, Street Fighter, and Minecraft.
Okay,
I'm not
so
surprised that Minecraft is coming.
I think we already knew Minecraft was coming a
I am
while
a
ago.
little surprised
Minecraft
that,
is already out on VR.
Yeah, I'm a little
Yeah.
surprised that Street Fighter's make an appearance though.
I'm not. Street Fighter 4 came out on 3DS,
Yeah, that's true.
and Street Fighter 5 doesn't exactly have a lot of features. Hey yo!
I'm talking about, I think I saw Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, it's one of the older ones.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
makes
Virtual.
even more sense then, actually.
That is true.
And then Rayman, I mean, it could be an old school Rayman, or it could be, you know, Rayman Legends getting moved forward again, even though it's already on Wii U, but who knows?
Yeah, that's another
Right.
thing. Are they going to be taking old games from the consoles and putting them on the Switch?
Well, for the what was it? Okay, so what's happening is because I honestly thought they were going to be just porting the what was it? Mario Kart 8, but instead what they're doing is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is it has the stuff of the Wii U, but then also has bonus features and bonus characters and possibly even a bonus map thrown in.
Okay, yeah, but that's not what I mean. I mean, like, can I play Bayonetta 2 on the Switch?
Bayonetta 2, Hyrule Warriors,
Yeah, like, just
Legend of
examples,
Zelda
like,
Wind Waker.
Are those games that I can play on the Switch?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about backwards compatibility. Like there
Which
just
is-
seems to
That's
be a
probably one thing that'll probably that'll be a downer for me.
Make or
If
break.
anything,
Yeah.
if anything, they'll make it an adapter because that's what they did with the PS3. If I remember right.
hardware, a
Yeah.
hardware extension.
Cause it's
Yeah.
like
But then you have to use. I'll go for it.
you know, like if they don't allow that kind of thing, then that means people will have to choose or buy to the consoles. You know?
True, true. But then think about it. You'd also have to use the what was it? The Switch pad, almost like a Wii U. And there weren't too many people who were fond of the Wii U.
I like the Wii U.
All
Yeah,
right.
but overall, a lot of people weren't a huge fan of the gamepad. Like, it was okay, but a lot of people were like, why would I use this when I can just use a controller?
I agree.
Nintendo, please.
I
Oh,
agree.
use it for Star Fox Zero.
Didn't that game suck?
Hey, Crypto.
Oh,
Crypto.
on so many levels.
Crypto.
Not only in the controls, but also in the plot itself. It literally reboots a series that didn't need a reboot.
How do you reboot Star Fox? It doesn't have a
Now that I think
plot.
about it, I don't think I would have used the gamepad for Fatal Frame. If I had
I
the
wouldn't have
controller,
rebooted Star Fox.
I mean, the gamepad didn't really add anything to Fatal Frame from what I played of it. It's like
well, yeah, but
if anything, it was more annoying to use.
Yeah, it was really annoying. Actually, that's why you're the one
That-
playing it, not
I
me.
mean, really, that's been the history of motion control with Nintendo for me. It just adds an unneeded layer of annoyance. With one exception, Red Steel 2 was an amazing game that used motion control phenomenally. I love that game. Make more games like that, please.
Star Wars: The Force Unleashed.
Yeah, that was a bad game for other reasons.
I love that game so much.
It had so many issues. With that being said, I'm going to point at Skyward Sword and say if that game didn't have motion controls, I would have loved that game.
I can't play Skyward Sword.
Exactly. I can't either.
No,
The motion
no,
controls suck.
I can't. I can't look at that title. My dad made a really.
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah, no, my dad.
Oh.
Yeah, we already did that in the last video.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yep.
I just
Although
don't
I built some jokes just for that.
I giggle.
Here to dual swords, Gandorf.
Please stop. Silence.
Yeah! But Gandorf shoots purple flames.
He be drinking that spicy sauce.
Tennis?
Yeah, but guys, tell me this, and this is going to help out with Gillagun. What did you think of the sell price of $300?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be, especially because it's in a bundle.
Exactly. No, I think that's very reasonable. I think $300 is actually pretty reasonable for a launch system.
Yeah, because it comes with the actual thing, and then it comes with 2 of the controllers, and then it comes with the cords.
Gilligan, your thoughts?
It's like any other console, they start off high and it gets lower as it goes.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, Gilligan. The Nintendo Switch stuff comes with a bunch of stuff rather than just the one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll decrease over time. It's just,
Well, yeah, I know it'll increase over time, but as a starting point, what do you think?
as a starting point, depends how much they're gonna price separate controllers, and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Because yeah, 300 could be a decent price, but how much they're charging for extra controllers, like extra like $60 per controller.
Nintendo's usually charged a little less than the other companies for controllers, so I'd expect somewhere around like $40 per controller, as opposed to like 60 for Xbox or PS4.
Money. Especially
It is.
I'm just saying.
Right. Plus, they didn't announce a deluxe package as I had predicted, because remember in my video I was all like,
Yeah.
what was it? Investors estimate that it'll be between the price point of $300 to $350. And then Etanes starts talking about how many points could I possibly get with that?
Did I say that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I did say that.
Yeah. No. And then you started singing for some reason when I was talking about DLC and how the amiibos are physical DLC.
What was I singing?
You were singing "I got it," or some "I smell it."
Oh, I remember this conversation. Okay, look, amiibos. DLCs don't need to be physical. DLC shouldn't even exist, in my opinion.
But why'd you start singing all of a sudden?
Probably because I'd have to look at the video again to remind myself why I was singing.
She probably had too much catnip.
I don't give a catnip no more, dude. You be quiet.
Is this a bad time to bring up I actually have an amiibo?
Party pooper.
But they're collectibles.
I have it because I play Smash enough that I want like a Mewtwo amiibo because
I
love Mewtwo, and it's a Mewtwo figure. It doubles.
I just don't like amiibos. I just don't like them. I'm not get out of here. Gilligan, post.
I don't get. I was just watching videos, and then we're talking. No. I was looking at BuzzFeed stuff.
Kid.
I was looking. No, I was looking at BuzzFeed stuff, and then this pops up.
No, you're lying to me. You type that in.
I am not.
Okay, back to amiibos.
Wait, Gilligan, you just gave me a brilliant idea, man.
Oh no.
What?
Nintendo needs an IP that utilizes a cat-eared character.
Yeah. Oh crap. God damn it.
That was like you didn't even think about that. That was pure instinct.
It is actually.
cat-themed
Her,
video game.
her, ni-
I like cats. I love cats.
I
her
mean,
nick.
we already had Super Mario swap into the cat suit, so
I'm not allowed to have a cat because my husband's allergic, so I have a bit of a cat withdrawal right now. But
Virtual cat. Like what they did with the DS. Remember they were like,
that was
you had the
stupid!
Nintendo cat. Nintendo puppies, now you got Nintendo cats.
Yeah, but Manny, part of the reasons I might like cats is because I know that they're constantly judging me, and the fact that they're in the same room as you and cuddling up on your lap means nothing. Means nothing. Like I grace you with my presence just because we're in the same room does not mean anything to us. I just love cats. Okay, if I can't touch a cat, I'm sad.
It's like
Yeah.
her nickname in elementary.
Shush!
Great, that's
Shush! Shush! Be quiet. That was stupid. I was like 10.
We were both like 10.
We were like 10. We made a lot of mistakes.
Awesome. But hang on, so one thing about these amiibos that's interesting is it looks like the Joy-Con stick. All you gotta do is just press the amiibo on it, and then it just automatically registers it.
Then what's the point? Just get the code off of somewhere else.
Or borrow someone's. That could work
Exactly.
too.
What's the point of buying them if you could just do something like that?
So how many people are willing to borrow gaming software from other people?
Me. Depending on the software.
Oh, right.
Of course, I'm pretty happy because I married a geek. So, I don't really need to borrow anything. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty good.
Awesome. But all in all, I'd say that the presentation is pretty good if you're a Splatoon, Mario, or Zelda fan.
Oh no, I agree. I agree.
even if you are, I don't feel like it didn't make a strong case for buying a Switch on launch. It made a strong case for, hey, the Switch is going to be good later.
Oh, yeah. We got titles coming out in the summertime and at the end of this year, which could easily be pushed back at any time.
Yeah. Look, after the disappointment that was the Scalebound cancellation, I don't think my heart could take it if something on the Switch I was really looking forward to got delayed or canceled.
Oh, dude, what? They just canceled Resident Evil 7 out of nowhere?
I would be so angry. I have an entire schedule lined up for that, and I got Crypto Chicken to my best friend Spenray from Warframe to come over and help me out with that game. You shut your mouth. You be quiet. Don't you dare speak such blasphemy towards me.
Right.
Actually, Resident Evil 7 was made in co-production with Konami, so
Oh, boy.
I have to
No, it
play
wasn't.
it.
no, it wasn't.
You know I gotta play it.
Oh, Gillagun. But
Mhm.
what's going to make you buy the Switch?
What would make me buy it?
Is Warframe on
Yep,
the
yep.
Switch?
A gun to his head.
First of all, if it's a decent price.
So you're waiting for it you would probably wait until it got lower in price.
Yeah, lower in price, and is it easy to what's the special concept? Because I know there's a lot of extra other things that can go with it. Like how many add-ons are there going to be added onto it?
Mhm. How many accessories do you need in order to play the games you want to play?
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any accessories so far. It looks like the basic box is what you need in order to get a standard enjoyment. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they added some add-ons later on, but it probably would be
Yeah.
more optional than mandatory.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Are the add-ons going to be optional or just
Are they gonna be mandatory?
mandatory things to? Yeah. But that would be my thing. And then how long is the actual battery life of the Switch?
Yeah, because didn't they say it was anywhere between 2.5 hours to 6 hours?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope they clarify that.
That's a pretty big gap, and that makes
Varying
me
on,
really nervous.
varying on the game that you're playing, though, remember?
Well, does it really vary upon the game, or is that just all together? You know what I mean?
Oh, they said varying on the game that you play.
Oh, then that just sucks ass. Nintendo, if you're listening to this, and I'm playing a really good game, and you promise me that the battery's gonna last a 3-hour flight, and it dies halfway through, I'm gonna be kind of salty. And that's gonna suck for a lot of other people. Okay.
No, it would really suck if you're almost at the same point and there's people following you, trying to kill
And
you,
then it dies.
and then you're just sitting there.
And then it dies.
It's like,
So I think it would be pretty cool if Nintendo Switch had the same battery life for all games. That's just me though, but I think it would really suck if you were getting really into a game and you didn't have a way to charge it and then it died.
But do you think that like Skyrim will have like the same need for power as say Dragon Quest 10 or 11, and
Nah,
then
I
like
just think Skyrim needs to go away.
amen to that.
I just think Skyrim needs to go away. But if I'm going to answer your question, well, that was me being brutally honest. Now, if I'm going to be, like, thinking about it, I would say no, but at the same time, Skyrim just needs to stop. You're gonna have to give me, like, a better example, Manny. Because I don't like Skyrim. I just don't.
right. Yeah, but let me get your take on this, because this was really important.
Okay.
The way how they opened up, and the way how they started doing it, what's got me curious is this 1-2 switch game, where you face your opponent face to face. Obviously, this is going to require some
Then we talk about
space, so I probably won't be able to play this in my room. But
So you're saying if 1-2 slap your partner in the face.
Well, that also depends. Is there a way to configure it? So, hello, husband. Goodbye, husband.
it looks like you can do split screen, or you
that's
can
not my
face
problem.
the-
Like, say you're in like a small space, like you're in your bedroom or something. You can't just. Please understand, I'm gonna shower soon. The problem is that can you configure it so you can just make like just a slight jab and it'll show on the game that it registers as a full punch, or do you actually have to like, you know,
Fully swing.
yeah. Because that'll
It looks like
be a
distance is being
problem.
considered with this.
Because that would be a bit of a problem when if you're in a small space, like you're in your car or something.
Well, not even that. If you think about little kids, if they're standing right next to each other playing that game,
Yeah, they're definitely.
and they're swinging their, yeah,
They're gonna want to beat the crap out of each other.
yeah.
Like 9 times
That's-
out of 10.
That's an interesting point. Again, we'd actually have to see how it's going down. I do realize that tomorrow in New York around 8 o'clock, Reggie Fils-Aimé, he's actually going to be at the Nintendo store location.
Yeah.
They're demoing out how the game is going to play. So more than likely the people who demoed it out are going to be like talking about it. And then we'll probably hear things like, oh, it feels really comfortable, or oh, when you actually play it, it actually makes sense.
Well, that's just it. They're probably not going to show if there's a possibility of being in a cramped space. How far can you make the motions?
Oh, they're judging from, because remember, one of the things on with motion control is it's measuring distance as well. And it showed in the demo during that little shootout with the Cowboys.
How close they were? Yeah, that's true.
That distance is going to play a factor in terms of who wins and who doesn't. Which is going to sting, because, like, say that I'm, like, doing a boxing match or whatever, because I got a longer reach than you, I have advantage right there.
Everybody has a longer reach than Etanes because she's tiny.
Not incorrect at all.
Come on,
We're both tiny.
I'm only 5 foot.
There's a reason people call you Timo. Also because you're Satan, but that's a different point.
Captain Timo on duty.
Case in point.
2, 3, 4.
Up, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I'm only 5'5".
You're still taller than me.
I
Yep.
feel
Manny
very
is-
small.
Manny Mail is like super tall compared to
Yep.
me.
But thankfully, height isn't really something, or it could be considered now that I think about
Shut up. Shut
it.
up.
Because if
Shut
distance is the thing, height might play a role in terms of trajectory too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just got this mental
Oh no.
inside outside roller coasters, like the you must be this tall to ride, except it's you must be this tall to play Legend of Zelda. And it's just sitting there crying.
No, it's like all the Mario people are all like the short people that are like under 5, and everybody who's like taller gets to play as Luigi.
Die. Burn.
You must be 3 feet tall to play as Baby Mario.
I can do
Don't-
that.
Don't worry, I'm sure you can find a pair of stilts.
Burn.
Or you can just get buckets and then tape your feet to the buckets.
Yeah, but what's interesting is if distance replay is that big of a key, because it looks like that motion sensor is going to be attached to the pad, so you're not getting that thing with the Wii or the Wii U where you got that strange motion control thing, or the motion control detector. It's actually attached to the gamepad itself.
All I know is that height plays a part in it. There's going to be a lot of angry people.
Right. But then
I'm
also,
not just talking about me. I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of people. Because it wouldn't be
Like
fair.
you.
No. Other people.
I know, I agree.
dude, I'd be dominating in the region
Exactly.
in Japan. You already know.
I think distance will count, but I don't think height will.
There's probably options to adjust for it, calibration settings and
I
whatnot.
hope. I mean, if height does play for it, then I'm gonna add that to my bucket list of saltiness.
Oh, right. But who knows? And then also, remember the whole distance thing and how those two men, depending on their distance, one had an advantage to compare to the other?
Yeah.
So imagine everybody's measuring out how many steps they are away from each other just to make sure that they're an even distance from each other.
I could see that actually happening in the cafeteria at the college.
Yeah.
They like push all the chairs and everything to the side just to play.
You took my spot in college class. Just tumbleweed rolls in, everyone clears out.
Oh, and then the shootout begins, just like in the video game.
I would love to see that actually. That would be so cool. I'd probably come back just to watch.
Due to Nintendo Switch sales, the OK Corral has been reenacted at Sierra College.
Oh yeah.
And there were no survivors.
Yep.
And dude,
You just see you just see people with like little controllers just like pointing at each other.
It's
Just
like a
like
turf
what the-
war. It's like
that light blue versus that candy red group.
The Bloods and the Crips
Well, think about
have
it.
the stupidest game war known to man.
It's literally gonna be a turf. Like you have the Magic the Gatherers, like those people, and then you got the people who bring in their TVs and stuff, and then you got that table in the middle where it's just a little bit of everybody.
West Side Story gets reenacted in the stupidest way possible.
And then you got the table in the corner that has all the people actually kind of the nerdy gaming people that actually are like trying.
And then people are just looking at like, what the hell's going on?
No. Imagine the Switch requires you actually like leave the room and explore. And so imagine like that area is going to be like the HQ, but everyone's just like going to and fro with the controller or something with it.
I mean,
I probably
they need a replacement for Pokemon Go after all, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Pokemon Go. I haven't played it in a while, but I enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's everyone.
I ran out of Pokeballs. I gotta go back up to Placerville to go get more. And I don't want to go.
See, that's the problem. See, that's the problem with my area that I live. The only nearest Pokestop is the park that's like 3 blocks down.
Gilligan, you're still playing Pokemon Go? You truly are an
No.
island.
I'm playing.
No,
I'm playing Pokemon Go.
You just said you
don't-
hadn't played in a while.
I walk. My goal is to catch my goal is to walk 5 kilometers a week in order to hatch an egg, but also to get my exercise. It's a good countermeasurement.
See, that's
Fair enough.
I don't play because of that, because there's only one Pokestop I can take, and there's one gym around my house, and it's always taken by blue or red, and they're always all high levels.
If you come over to my area, my parents play it, and they put their weakest Pokemon on gym, just so they can they can make people's day and they go, "Yay, I got a gym!" My parents.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's
but then-
another thing they need. They need
But yes,
to like.
is your area dominated by blue or red
I am blue.
or yellow?
I wish I was yellow, but I am blue.
Yeah, I am yellow.
Right.
Yellow, sad face yellow.
I'm betting they're going to incorporate Pokemon into the Switch somehow.
I mean, there's been rumors. I wish. I hope.
No, that would be so cool.
There's been rumors that
No Shadow
Pokemon Sun and
Pokemon,
Moon.
please.
They're getting rumors that Pokemon Sun and Moon are going to have a third version on the Switch, or they're just getting ported to the Switch.
I didn't even finish Sun. I lost interest in it.
Because remember, this is a
Weak.
successor to both 3DS and Wii U, so it would kind of make sense, but
Crypto, I got other games I gotta focus on.
Right, but Sun is awesome.
No, I get that. I just...
Weak.
let her do her thing, yo.
Yeah. He's gonna just call me weak for like the next couple of weeks.
Yep. No, you ain't.
Joke.
You ain't weak. You're Bayonetta strong.
Yeah. Fight me.
So what you're saying is she doesn't have clothes on. It's just her hair.
Also, she got nerfed.
It's all good. It's all good.
Friends.
But speaking of Bayonetta,
Oh.
what's the future for her like? Anyways, I was asking Etanes that earlier.
So get this, from what I hear, and people can correct me on this, but because it unfortunately Scalebound is dead, there is rumor going around that they are working or at least playing with the idea of another Bayonetta, which upsets me greatly.
I mean, it would make perfect sense.
Well, yeah, but at the
I-
same time, it's been like Bayonetta 2 came out in 2012. It's been
Yeah.
like, what else can they do now? They've kind of wrapped up the whole thing.
You haven't seen Platinum Games pull shit out of their ass.
Oh yeah,
That is
just
true.
kind of force a contrived story or do a prequel or something like that.
I mean, you really don't need a story for Bayonetta. It's nice,
Yeah.
but you can do
Look.
whatever the hell you
Look.
want when it
Look.
comes to Platinum
Look.
Games.
Look,
Looking.
I don't care who does it. I just want to play as Sparta from the original Devil May Cry. I don't care who does it as long as it's good. Okay?
Oh
That's
no, we had this
all I
Well.
want.
DMC's future is uncertain.
DMC's future doesn't
I
exist.
want to play as Sparta. Like, I want to play
Capcom is
Sparta's whole...
maintaining
I want to
radio
play the
silence
whole
on that series.
I want to play the whole story of Sparta.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's almost like what was it like? That reminds me of that line from Transformers. I want the whole plate, the whole plate.
I do. I want the whole thing. I want, like, how Sparta was, like, how Sparta got to where he was, to becoming a general, to betraying the demons, and all that. I want to see that. I want to play that.
And then he gets turned into a sword or something.
Yeah, Capcom dug themselves into a hole with that franchise. Sadly,
That's
yeah.
We're gonna reboot Devil May Cry. Oh wait, everyone hates it. Fuck.
Same
So
thing with
just-
Star Fox.
I mean, again, Star Fox is saved by the fact that
Okay,
the story
so
never mattered.
I don't want to.
They just need to make a game with good gameplay.
Yes, I don't want to make you guys feel pressured or anything, but this video has been going on for more than an hour.
Just
I already got through all my points, so we're all good.
Yeah, I'm just
How are we
waiting.
feeling? How are we feeling about the Switch and the games? I'm more hyped about the games more than the Switch. But that's just me.
I'm hyped about the future. I'm hyped about Fire Emblem Warriors, and I'm hyped about Breath of the Wild, as I always have, because that trailer looked even more amazing than anything we've seen before. And I'm excited that it can get better.
I'm indifferent.
What about you, Manny?
Well, for me, again, like I said, if I was a fan of these franchises, I'd be super psyched. It's just that I'm not, because they're those mainstream. I mean, Mario is super mainstream, so is Zelda. Splatoon is original, so I won't give it too much bashing. But again, I always got tired of seeing how Nintendo caters to the whim of Mario. I mean, I get it's their mascot and all, but I'd like to again see a lot more utilization of older IPs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean-
I guess that's all then.
Yeah. But what do you think, Snake Gillagun? Did you feel informed?
Yeah, I said I was indifferent. Like, it could be good, it could be bad. It just depends on how they're gonna actually do everything.
Gilligan is not the mindset of me when it comes to being hyped about anything.
It's like when I got hyped for Avatar: The Last Airbender movie,
Oh,
and then I watched the
Universal.
trailer,
Poor
and then I watched the
unfortunate
trailer,
soul.
and then
Poor
I kind of I watched the trailer and I kind of cried.
Did a little piece of yourself die?
Little.
Just a tiny sliver.
Aw, sad. Billy, so what's the runtime for this video?
Over an hour.
We are currently at an hour and 15 minutes.
Hey, we can kill it here.
All right.
Yeah, that seems like a good break point.
So I'll do it. As usual, guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. You can find this video on my channel, or you can find it on Manny Mail's. I'll link Manny Mail's channel over, because why not? He needs love. Go show him love. Go show him love.
Oh yeah,
Give him all the love. Anyway,
manly love.
so let us know what you guys think. Let us know what you're hyped about. Let us know what you think could be good, or what could be the downfall of the Switch. But other than that, I think we're all gonna call it a night, because I'm exhausted. It is almost 11 o'clock.
Yep, but thanks.
Alright, thank you all so much for watching, and we hope to hear from you guys soon.
Bye bye now.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Later, nerds.